Okay, ready, go. Ready, go. You do have good low body rhythm. The only thing is that on the way back, your club is going too flat.
Mm-hmm.
And then the hands tend to be a bit higher. So, and then in terms of your impact, you tend to have a toe impact. So that means that your body is moving away from the ball slightly. Yeah. So if you look at the downswing, the down the line view here, yeah, the body is standing.
Mm-hmm.
Your body is slightly moving away from the ball. That's why you have a toe shot here. So, but in general, your body rhythm is really good here. So if you can let the hands and club go, so by developing good speed here, and then just let it go instead of pulling it in, then you will have a consistent impact. And I think currently your rhythm is fairly good. So
Letting it go.
yeah, and then just instead of try to turn your final finish position, almost your leg posture is like this.
Mm-hmm.
So that means a swing, and then
Mm-hmm.
you're standing up. But if you maintain this axis a little bit, and then let it go, then it'll be a lot better. So
So maintain my spine inclination.
yeah. Yeah, that's a lot better. Yeah.
I have a really hard time doing that for some reason.
So once you let it go, and then you can still stand up, but it's when you are slowing down your body.
Okay.
So instead of moving up like this, let it go, and then you can still stand up. The reason why we tend to stand up is because it's easier. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So what happens is when body tends to stand up, then you also tend to pull the arms down. So then you will hit the body of the team.
Everything comes.
Yeah, and then you'll have to bring it down. Also, when you pull the arms down, it's easy to stand up.
Right.
Yeah. So let's hit the ball again. So see, try to maintain the axis a little bit, and then let the club head do the job. Yes. See, we're talking about very different impact here. Yeah. Now it's a fairly straight. So it is really a matter of maintaining the axis. And then so all we need to is just let's go through the step drills, and then sort of improve the connection,
Okay.
and then we'll just maintain the swing axis. Okay. So
Is there something other than just conscious thought that's causing me to not staying down
I think
in the axis?
it's because of the way you're moving your legs here.
Legs, okay.
So you go here, you have good rhythm here, but then what happens, you're turning the body like this.
Okay.
So if you look at the swing here. Yeah, you see, standing, you're pretty much turning like this. So when this happens, your body tends to stand. And that this standing position is coming from this motion here. So you have a continuous motion here. But if you just try to maintain this exercise, in other words, just develop enough speed here, let it go, and then standing up, this is not a problem. So still, you'll be able to maintain a similar finish position. But okay, so I'm sure you are familiar with the step drills.
Yes, sir. Tried to make myself familiar with it, yes, sir.
Yeah. So stage one, keep the feet together.
Okay.
And then throw the club this way first, and then bring it back. Oh, very good, very good. Also here, you tend to hold the club at the end of the grip.
Okay. Yes,
No need to do that. Okay. Just to give a little bit of space here, maybe in the middle of the grip here. Okay. A good trigger, and then active backswing. So one easy way to maintain the exercise is just feel the motion of the club. So instead of trying to dictate or dominate the club, you just feel the motion of the club and then let it go. Okay. Yeah. Actually, your stage one is really good. Actually, currently, on the way down, you are hitting the tip of the tee quite consistently. So, again, let me watch from, yeah, let me watch from this direction. So, as long as you let the club go, let the club head go, then. In the backswing, so from the trigger motion to the backswing, instead of using the arms a lot, try to use the shoulder turn. So part of the reason why your backswing becomes more arm-driven is because in the trigger motion, you are not turning your shoulders that much. So your arms go about here, and then try to use the arms. Okay. But when you turn your shoulders more, and then you'll be able to also turn your shoulders. Yeah. Oh, that's good, that's good, that's good. This time again, use the arms. So what happens is when you use the arms, then the step goes at the right timing, but this becomes a bit late. You try to pull it down. Okay. So throw this way, turn your shoulders, and then step more backward, and then using the shoulder turn, and then bring it back. And also try to make the motion faster, the backswing faster. Yes. Oh. Yeah. So what happens is, so the motion is fast, but when you have enough time, then you don't have to use your arms. Only when you try to rush down, then you will use your arms. So
I need a slow down motion.
No, the motion is good.
Motion's good.
Yeah, it's fast enough. So good throw here, and then have more time, and then using your body and turn back instead of using the arms here. Yes. Turn your shoulders enough. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Now, let me.
Like it's kind of off plane a little bit.
So currently, your backswing is a bit flatter than the downswing, but I think it's okay. For you, it's not too flat, so. All right, now let me record this. So when I say go and then take the swing, ready, go. Okay, ready, go. Now let's take a look at it. Still, it's arm driven here. So you're starting the trigger from here and then throw. But when you, particularly when the club goes this much in the trigger motion, you have to give more time here so that it starts the downward motion.
Okay.
Naturally. So we have to let it mature and then start the backswing. If it's still going this way and you try to bring it down, then you have to use the arms.
Right.
So let it go all the way here and then start the backswing with the body instead of pull it down. So if you reduce the magnitude of the trigger motion, I think it'll be a bit easier. So bring the club maybe about this high here,
Okay.
and then bring it back. Yeah. And always use the shoulder. Yeah. And also, let's go to your initial setup.
Yes, sir.
So from this, if you drop the hands a bit more, so yeah,
Okay.
yeah, then this will be better initial position here.
Okay.
What happens is when you lift it up slightly, then you become right arm dominant here.
Right.
And then
I'm
if,
very right arm down.
yeah, if you look at your left arm, it's flexed slightly here and flexed here. So you are essentially holding the club with your right arm mainly, and then your left arm is just attached to it. When you drop it here, this will be straightened, and then you can use both arms and then use the wrist nicely here.
All right.
And then feel the motion of the wrist. The wrist motion comes from this here and then this motion here. Yeah.
Oh, that's very good.
So the trigger, the trigger is too big. The trigger is too big while you're not really turning your shoulders much. So let's do this. Bring the trigger a bit flatter in the trigger motion,
Okay.
about here. But then if you want to bring that way, then you have to turn your shoulders a lot. And then from there, use the shoulder turn in the backswing. Yes. Even when you do the trigger motion, it's from the body turn. So body first, and then
Okay.
throw the arms.
Okay.
Yeah, it's always a body driven. Yeah. So when
So I consciously think about.
no, when you get into this rhythm, then you'll automatically just
Okay.
do it. But currently, you have the tendency of arm driven trigger.
Sure.
So when everything in every motion, when you start the motion, it's always body driven here. So the reason why you want to do this for the trigger, so first going this way and then try to do this because you want to use your arms. But if you use your body, then you can just go this way here by using the body. But if you have a tendency of arm swing, then you want to go from here and using the arms and try to bring it up here.
I'm all arms.
So try not to go this way.
Okay.
So
just
from
over
here, just to use the body turn, and then bring the club here, and then again using the body, bring it back. So currently you have too much arm motion.
So it's like a.
There already, your body was leaning. Your body is leaning this way, so reasonably neutral position here, and then but your body should be ready to go, and then using the leg action, move the club this way. So you have to turn the pelvis, and then shoulders into this direction here. No, you're making it too complex. Yes, you're making it too complex. Just from this setup position here, using the legs, and then you can go here. Okay. So initially, when you start, you will have to use this side, but then once you are moving in this direction, you will do this side and then push the ground. So this hip goes up, and then bring it back. So it's always about the lower body.
All right.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Still, the way you start.
Yeah, it's like I don't have anything to push from. You know, I'm not where I need to be, so I.
It's as simple as this motion here, just this motion here.
Okay.
The here, let it go. So what if you can push the ground? Okay, alternating here, push, push. So that means if you have just this kind of motion, a little bit of this stepping motion here, and then you can easily throw. So always, certainly, you will have this stepping motion. No need to intentionally turn the body either way here. Just to put the weight on this side, this side, this side, so you have a little bit of pushing here. Then the rhythm should be really good, and then start. Drop your hands a bit more. You're intentionally try to move the body. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
So just from here, just to move the club with the body turn. Yeah.
Okay.
That's all you need. Yes. That's okay. Just from there, by turning the yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now let me record this. The flow is a lot better now. Okay. Ready, go. Ready, go. Yep. Yeah. So now you have less arm motion.
Okay.
It's more shoulder driven here. Yeah. You are flexing your elbow here.
Mm-hmm.
And then pulling it down.
Mm-hmm.
Now, yeah, it's more shoulder driven here.
Is that too much squat at the
Wh-
start of transition?
We'll address that in stage 3.
Okay.
I think it's a matter of timing, but now if you look at the down the line view, when you let it go, you don't intentionally try to stand up. So you are still maintaining the axis reasonably here. So it looks a lot better here. So in your initial swing, you tend to stand up during the downswing. Now, yeah, you're more letting it go and then maintain this posture. So this is good. Okay, now let's go to stage 2. In stage 2, we'll eliminate the first step, so only the second step here. Yeah. Very good. Now let me record this. Okay, ready, go. Ready, go. Yeah, your finish position is now a lot better.
It's now a little bit better?
Yeah, so it's just you're letting it go and then...
Right.
Okay, so you're going into this position here. Yeah, so, and then let's go to stage 3. So stage 3, no step. And then still it's all shoulder-driven turn. So when you have a good shoulder turn, then you have a less arm motion. So the swing becomes more stable. Yeah, your backswing is large enough, and then you have good time there. So as long as you just maintain this rhythm, and then have good impact control, then that should be okay. Yep. Now, during the backswing, let's try to move the pelvis a bit more. Okay. So, as you move the pelvis, your head will not move that much. So what happens is when your pelvis moves, and then your head stays generally, then you will go to this reverse pivot posture here. Okay. But for you, it may be a lot of leaning this way, but actually it should be reasonable.
The days that I feel like it's up here and then I just kind of, fall and then stand and go.
Yeah. So move don't be afraid of moving the pelvis away more, and then lean backward.
So is it that or is it more of that?
So either way, when you have a dynamic motion, then you cannot really go this far here, because you have to turn the direction. So your leg will limit this motion here. So just don't be afraid of shifting this way. Then when you have a good shift, then you will have a good recentering. So yeah, that's okay. As long as you can continue the motion, that means your legs are controlling it. So you cannot go too far. Yep. And it is important to develop good lower body rhythm because when we move from stage 3 to the regular swing, whether you have good lower body action makes a big difference. Okay. And the only thing is that this time what I saw was a bit exaggerated motion. So your pelvis goes and then your wrist went like this. No need to do that. So just shift is still here. So shift here first and then turn here. So here you don't have to do this.
Right.
Just once you finish the shift and then you will start the turn, then let it go around. So you have to clearly separate the shift motion and the following turn.
Okay.
So let it go in the shift and then turn around.
Let go and shift.
Yeah. So it's a feel of dropping your body in the opposite direction. Yeah. So you don't really have to consciously control the wrist motion there. So the real challenge is now you're turning your body well, but the real challenge is that once we start the downswing, still keeping the back toward the target, that will be one challenge. For the moment, it's okay. So I will add that motion after this. So, okay, I will record. Ready, go. Ready, go. So you're now definitely shifting away and then turn. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So this motion will become a lot easier. They still have you have the tendency of opening the chest a bit early on the way down.
Yeah.
So if you can delay this, then you will be able to engage these muscles more. You'll be able to swing hard. Yeah. And then at the end, as you can see here, the club is going like this here at the end. Then these are leveled. If you keep this a bit higher and then bring the hands a bit higher, then you will finish here instead of like this. So this motion potentially affects the impact position. So when you control this well, then you'll have a clean impact. But let's say you get tired or something is bothering you, and then when you do this too early, then you're moving away from the ball. So swing, and then try to keep the left side a bit higher, and then finish this. And then let's do here. Let's do stage 3. Stage 3. Not stage 3, stage X. So try to swing back and forth several times, and then wind up and then let it go. So now you have multiple triggers, let's say. Okay. Swing back and forth. It doesn't have to be that big. It doesn't have to be that big. Rather, actually, reduce the magnitude maybe about horizontal to horizontal, and then try to use your body more when you swing back and forth. Swing, yeah. Control the timing. Yes, that rhythm is good. And the swing, and then have a good wind up. Let it go. So this can be really good.
Right.
Okay, so
just from,
so by swinging back and forth, and then make sure your club is moving along a consistent plane, back and forth, swing, swing, using the body more. Here, swing, swing, then let it go. So that way you can even control the club motion during the backswing well. During the backswing, the plane is quite inward.
okay,
So try to use this motion here. From here, come sort of down, and then continue this motion. Instead of go here and then start steep here, then you will go flat here. If you start steep here, then you will go flat. If you start a little bit flat, then you will be able to go this way here. So consciously adjust the backswing plane. So you have to know how your club head is moving. Yes, the last windup was really good. As you swing back and forth, try to use your lower body more. So the reason why you have so inward plane and then also slightly outward plane here is because if you look at your right elbow motion, it's going behind here, it's stuck here, this motion here. But in your case, the flow is really good. So
that's the main thing aesthetically I hate about my swing is when I get up here, and you saw it on the videos, it's all back here, and then it's up here, and then it's down here, and so this thing just doesn't swing around me like I would prefer.
So if you want to change that aspect, then you have to pay attention to how your elbow has to move. Okay. Then if you go in quite a bit here, then you will not be able to get away from this, right? Okay. So because always when it goes in here, it's hard to turn this way here. So you have to let it go this way. Right. Okay. So somehow the elbow has to move slightly away from your body here, more in front of your chest. Yeah. And then there, on the way down, so the hands do not drop. You don't drop the hands here. When you drop the hands, this will definitely hit the trunk here, right? So you have to let it go here.
Oh.
Yeah. But the hands go out, but you have to keep the club closer to your body. And then hands go more out. Then by the time you go here, the elbow will clear this area here. Again, so go up here if you have enough club motion here, enough wrist cock here. From here, if your hands just follow almost a circular path here, then naturally the elbow will clear because the right arm will be reasonably extended here and let go here. So from here, if you bring this down and then try to go out, then it hits here. So the image you want to have is let the hands go around here, almost the circular path here, then the elbow will clear. But with that, if you let the club go early away, then that's detrimental. Right. So you have to keep it close to your body. So you have to relax your wrist a little bit, and then from there, just let it go. So instead of sliding the pelvis here and then bringing the hands down, from here, you have a good turn here, and then this closed position, right? From here, try to sort of throw this out. Throw the hands still toward the target, but you will start a bit away from your body like this instead of bring here.
Right. Okay.
So this motion, this sliding, all these are related. So in order to bring this down, you have to slide and then make space here. That way you can swing this way.
Okay.
So let it go, and then go more reverse pivot posture here.
Okay.
If you go more reverse posture here, then this does not make sense, right?
Right.
So from here, you just let the hands go here. Yeah. So try to assume a bit more reverse pivot posture. These are all interrelated, but the general what happens is during the backswing, you will lean away, the upper body will lean away, then the shoulder gets flat, and you have an inward backswing path here. Then from here, you have to slide, drop this, and then let it go. These are all connected. So in order to change all these things, then you have to do something about the backswing path.
Okay.
So during the backswing, let the hands go, here, and then assume more reverse pivot posture here. When you are going to this position, it's really hard to bring this down this way. So from here, then let it go. Turn around. So one way to do that is in the trigger motion, keep it a bit flatter. And then during the backswing, make sure you go a bit higher back there. Yep. You see, when you start the downswing, if your pelvis slides this way, it's hard to get away from that. So
my pelvis slides that way?
Yeah, you're going this way,
I'm
like
going
this.
that way.
So from here, try to go to this position here. So keep this almost straight here. So that means you actually have to go to this position here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh, my.
maintain this position. This is actually really good. This posture is really good.
Okay.
Then if you are in this position, hard to bring this.
Oh, yeah.
So using the shoulder turn here, let it go.
Okay.
So the question is whether you can really reach that reverse pivot posture. Let's, without the club here.
Okay.
So fold your arms. And already your right side is lower. That means you have tendency of going this way here.
Okay.
Okay, so from you don't have to just to bring it up. Just to try to have a reasonably leveled posture here. And then shift right. Shift right. No turn, just the shift right.
Oh.
Yeah. So when you have good shift here, try to turn around the right hip here. Then go more in this position here.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, well, you know, your leg is too straight, and then your leg is pushing the hip that way. So shift right, and then just stand on the right side. Stand on the right side. Stand on the right leg. Yeah. So your right leg will have a lot of weight. This is good. This posture is really good. Yeah. So no, when you go that way, you don't intentionally try to lean like this, but rather just move.
Okay.
Just move and then turn.
Okay. So.
Yeah. So when you have when you just shift the whole body right. No turning. Just shift right first. So instead of just going a jerky motion here, just shift the whole body. Imagine this: you are shifting right and left here. Just to allow your body to shift it like this, and then go to this position.
Okay.
Again, shift right, easy shift right. It's a stepping like action, right? So with this motion, go to this position here. Then automatically you will have this posture here. That's really good. Yeah, natural move, and then yes. So
Really lateral.
Yeah, the shift motion is lateral motion. There's nothing special there. You just shift right and left. Using the legs, you will be able to control this motion, right? And then here, as you push the leg, turn, you're adding the turn here. Yeah. So when you go from the trigger motion to shift here, do not lean too much here.
Right.
So instead, go here, because you have tendency of leaning this way, then you naturally go that position. But go here and then really shift to this side, and then turn around, and as you turn, try to give a little bit of reverse pivot posture.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you can go to that posture, the chance of doing this decreases.
Right. But it's, so is this okay?
So,
Or
it's
is that too much of this still?
so no need to intentionally do this. It's just an easy shift motion. The upper body does not have to do a lot of things. It's just slightly responding to the leg action.
Right.
It's natural response. This is good. And then turn, turn. Yeah, that way you can move the pelvis more. And then when you have a more upright posture here, then later it's hard to go this way here. And then with that, you have enough shoulder turn. When you have enough shoulder turn here, it's hard to go this way.
Right.
So using the shoulder turn, you will try to turn around. And then try to turn around. Yeah, each shift motion back and forth, and then turn. Yeah. Yeah. So let's try it with the club.
Wow.
You don't have to swing hard this time. Just to try to feel the flow. Hold it a bit shorter.
Okay.
Yeah, in the middle of the grip. And then even in the stage X, you will just shift the body laterally, easily with that. So promote the good shift, left to right. And then go to the good reverse pivot posture. Yes. And also in doing that, as you swing back and forth, instead of going high and then low here, you can go low, high, low, high, low, high. You can intentionally control this. So the purpose of this swing back and forth, left to right, this is to establish the swing plane, right? So you have to have good plane alignment here. Then when you do that, then you can just use the shoulder turn and to bring it up here, and shoulder turn and bring it up. So particularly when you repeat this motion here, on the way down, if the pelvis goes first and then try to come down, then still you have that. So go here and the good wind up and then stand tall here on the right side. Okay. Stand tall and wait and then at once let it go. Okay. It's like when you shoot an arrow.
Yes.
And then build the tension, aim well and then let it go. Instead of, unless you are in a war, you don't have enough time, keep shooting. Then you don't do this, right? And you don't really do this either. So you just build enough tension and the aim and then let it go. So it's the same thing. During the backswing, as you turn here, the whole thing is just building the tension. Wait here. And then on the way down, when you have enough time there, no need to slide the pelvis. Rather, just to stand tall on the right side, enough time. And then when you start the downswing, simply let it go.
All together. So I'm going.
Yes.
And that's slide.
You have this
that's
motion.
Sliding the pelvis instead of back here, waiting,
So
and then it's all together.
Stand tall, and then the whole body can shift this way. Stand tall, and the whole body can shift this way to promote good reverse pivot posture. But instead, if you go like this, the pelvis slides first, and then this coming down.
Something I've misunderstood.
Yeah, so stand tall on the right side, and then keep good shoulder wind up. From there, kicking the right leg, and then let it go at once. So, I know why. So at the end of the backswing, when you repeat this motion here, at the end of backswing, your interest is not this one here, this here. Instead, your goal is have more shoulder turn.
Okay.
Simple shoulder turn and coming back, shoulder turn and coming back, shoulder turn and coming back. Instead of go here and then try to use this.
Right. Okay.
So in stage X, when you swing back and forth, make sure you have good shoulder turn, let it go. Oh, and also, so we talked about this lowering the body earlier, and then I told you that we'll address it in the downswing. So what's happening is your lowering is happening as you start the downswing. Right. So you go here and you're lowering here. Mm-hmm. This is also connected to this one here. Oh, okay. So that lowering has to be done way earlier. So during the backswing, lower onto this side. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. So what happens is when you push the ground well with the right leg here, while still you are going up, you will shift this way, and that the left side is lower here. So the left knee is flexed right like there, that. Right? Okay. Yeah. From there, when you start the downswing turn, simply kick the leg and let it go. That's that will give you just the one motion.
That would be nice. So that was earlier. Okay.
So that shift and the lowering, is coming from good right leg push. Yeah. So then on the way down, you will be able to kick the ground with the left leg. Yeah. So when you do that, you have to have initial shift. So from here, you give enough initial shift, and as you turn by pushing the ground, you are going here. So you are more dropping the body. Mm-hmm. Earlier, you had the tendency of dropping this way really well.
Yes. Yeah.
but instead, try to turn, try to drop your body this way. So go here, and then drop this way, and let it go.
So what I was doing earlier was doing this.
Yeah.
And what I want to do is this.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
And then use the left leg and the kick. So make it continuous, and then particularly when you use the backswing really well, when the backswing becomes really speedy, mm-hmm. and then with that, as you bring it back, you can kick the ground with the right leg, and you're going to this position here. So always kicking the ground is really important. So when you do the stage X swing back and forth, you have this and this, this and this. But even there, you have to swing like this, swing and going this, swing. So in a sense, during the backswing, all you need to do is just push the pelvis that way, push the pelvis and then go to reverse pivot posture. This is all you need. Okay. Then because your body is leaning backward, okay, you have a slight recentering automatically. Okay. So all you need to do is while turning your shoulder, just let the pelvis go this way here. Okay. And then go to the reverse pivot posture. And from here, let it go. So in your case, if you can assume that reverse pivot posture at the top, then everything will be really easy. Still the pelvis is...
So it's not going far enough.
So just to try to have a push and then going more this kind of posture here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So really, really reverse.
Yeah. But when you feel it's the end of the world, it's too far down this way, but actually from here, that's a lot better posture here.
Yeah. So it's immediately, right?
Yeah. Yeah, by using the right leg push, and then you go to that position. Yeah, now, you see? Now using the body here. So when you have good shoulder turn, along with this posture here, then on the way down, all you need to do is just to turn around instead of pelvis slide and lowering the body intentionally. Just to try to have good wind up. Stand tall on the right side, let it go. Yep. Yeah, now the swing motion is a lot more rigorous. So connect everything, make it everything continuous. Use the shoulder turn, good shoulder turn both ways.
Is that anywhere close?
You're getting better, But you really need to get rid of this motion here.
Right.
So when you start the downswing, currently your tendency is always
and that's because I'm not getting into this.
Yeah.
So
when you push the pelvis enough, and you are in the reverse pivot posture, then it's hard to actually do that because in this position, when you try to do this, it's very different. So here, naturally, what happens is when your body is not ready, then you have to do something at the beginning of the downswing. That's why the pelvis slides. But if your body is really ready, have good wind up in the backswing here, no need to. Just from there, by throwing this shoulder this way fast and then turn instead of moving the pelvis back.
And then it's
open, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Using the shoulder wind up and then yes, and then you can push the ground with the left leg and turn the shoulder. Yeah.
Okay. So I misunderstood you because I thought it was a here and then a stand up.
Yeah, that's okay. But if that happens early enough, then it's not a problem.
Right.
So during the backswing, if you're going to this position, while still the shoulders are turning this way, and then you are going to that position, then this is already done during the backswing. So in the downswing, just to kick the ground.
Right. So.
Yeah. And then make it continue. So go to downswing. But even if you go here and then but on the way down, if you have to slide, then you're not quite
right.
there
So
yet.
It's just into extension.
So yeah, more than anything, the image you should have is when you have enough shoulder turn here, then all you need is take advantage of the shoulder turn and then let it go instead of from here, and then try to bring the hands down. So when you have a good wind up, and then about the axle here, you have spring building tension, right? Using that tension, and then let the left shoulder go, and then throw the arm this way instead of try to move this.
Let me try that a couple times instead of, because I've just been totally focusing on trying to get to, because a few times I've been out on the range and swung like that. It was just magic. And but it's like you said, you can mess this up if you.
Yeah, that posture is good, but that has to come from good leg push. So instead of intentionally try to go there, then you have to lower your body. When you have a good push this side here, with this push, and then you're automatically going here.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's the purpose of the second step, right? Yeah.
Well, I've got to go.
Yeah, this leg action is really important, the push. And then there with the good shoulder turn, and if you turn around by pushing the leg here, then it'll be perfect. But
not sure I'm understanding that exactly right, but.
So try to have the shifter motion and the lowering of left side done early in the backswing. Here. So what happens is if you look at your right shoulder motion, go up here and it's already coming down like this.
Right.
Go up and keep it here, and use the left shoulder and then throw.
Yeah, I'm totally
Yeah.
right side down.
When you introduce the shoulder turn early, you open the chest early, then always this has to slide.
Okay.
So you have to hold it. So during the backswing, while still your shoulders are turning this way, and then you are introducing this shift motion. So try to have continuous shoulder turn in the backward direction toward the end of the backswing. If you have a continuous turn here, okay, then from here you can turn around. But if you quickly try to bring the right shoulder down, then you have to slide. So keep enough turn, nothing else. Yes, that motion is a lot better. So open the so shoulders a bit earlier. So keep good enough shoulder turn and stay there before you start the downswing. So the more, so it's all about holding the shoulders a bit longer here, and then let it go at once. Okay. But if the shoulder goes early, that means you're sliding and the shoulders are opening here. So go here and then keep this closed as much as possible, and then just let it go at once. So hold the shoulder turn at the end, or even have more shoulder turn, continue shoulder turn, and let it go.
So does that produce, like an inside to out feel?
Currently, your swing plane became quite outward, right. But we will address that. So that has to come from the trigger motion. Yeah. So what happens is during the backswing, if your right hip, instead of pushing the ground and then bringing the hip up here, using the leg push up here, that you have less turn. But currently your hip is moving backward. So try to really stand on the right side here. So in order to maintain good weight bearing on the with the right side here, your pelvis cannot go backward. Your hip cannot go backward. You have to maintain this posture here and then turn. So when you turn the shoulders, you must have a good support from the right leg, standing on the right leg.
Not going here, but it's just...
just standing on the right side. So you have to have a really good support from the right side. Okay. Yeah, so lifting the left heel will give you good support from the right side. And then, in the backswing, at the end of the backswing, try to stand tall as much as possible. That doesn't mean you are lifting your upper body. Maintain this axis, but try to stand tall here. Stand tall here. Yeah. As if when you're starting a mower, you pull it. So instead of pulling it with your arms, if you turn your body, then the body has to shift it that way and then turn, right? And then with that, you're standing on the right side. If you can stand on the right side well, it limits the rotation. Okay, so you will not be able to go to over rotation.
A little bit better?
Yeah. So if you stand tall on the right side, then downswing becomes a lot easier, simpler. Yeah.
So I do this.
Yeah.
Instead of.
And also on the way down, you tend to lower the body. But if you stand tall at the end of the backswing, let it go. Just. Okay. Always, when you have a good push with the right, then later you will have good push with the left. That motion is a lot simpler. Now use the trigger, bigger trigger, the active trigger, and then go flatter this way. So using the trigger, you have to control the backswing plane.
So more over here?
Intentionally do that. Bring it back, let it go. Yeah. Yeah. So don't try to do anything with the body intentionally. Your main goal here is when you generate this motion, faster motion, then you have to slow this down and then reverse the direction.
Okay.
And then slow down, reverse direction. That's all you need to pay attention. Then your body will respond really well. So no need to worry about what you do with your body. So your goal is to have faster backswing and slow it down, then change the direction. Yes. Make backswing really fast. In the trigger motion, go a bit flatter and also turn your shoulder more. Yeah. Yes. So your body has to find the best combination of motions. And then all you need to pay attention to is just to have a faster backswing.
That's the first time I've ever stood on my back leg like that.
So you have really faster backswing and then change the direction and then let it go. That's all you need to worry about. So sometimes having your focus on something external, like a faster club motion, your body motion actually organizes better.
Can you go too fast?
No, you can't. Because your body, by instinct, will control that. So just to try to give me, try to give me as fast as possible. Okay. Yeah. And then now the swing motion becomes simpler. With that, your swing motion becomes simpler. It's good to have this cool.
It is.
For me, this is too cold, but for you, it's perfect. Now again, have a faster backswing, okay? And then particularly using the trigger, and then good turn here. So when you have the intention of moving really fast here, then body also shifts automatically. In order to have really fast motion, you have to shift. So don't worry about that. All you need to pay attention currently is making faster motion.
Okay.
Good, faster backswing, and then reverse the direction and then let it go. Yeah. Yeah, that's a lot simpler. You got rid of the intentional lowering of the body. Yeah. Yeah, stand tall on the right side. Now let me record this. Give me a good fast backswing. Ready, go. Can you hear the sound? Okay, ready, go. It looks a lot slower than this one here.
It feels like I'm going way faster than what it appears.
But actually, this is a lot faster. So when you have faster backswing, then automatically your downswing will be faster as well. So in this one, you have a little bit of motion here. Yeah. But now, because now you have a lot faster motion, you have to maintain good balance.
Right.
So you cannot really go this way.
Right.
So when this moves faster this way, then you have to have the upper body moving this way naturally.
So when I'm out there playing, that's how I should feel, that fast. Oh my goodness gracious.
So you have to increase your backswing speed quite a bit.
Okay, all right.
And then when you're afraid of making mistake, then you slow down your
Right.
backswing. So you have to practice this a lot.
Right.
So here,
There's no jumping up and down like I was doing before.
so at the top here, the right leg is fairly straight, and then your left knee is sticking out quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
That means you're standing on the right side. Good. Okay.
But and before, just so I can make sure that I understand, before I was doing this,
Going backward.
yes, instead of,
Try to stand tall. Yeah, stand
Yes.
tall. So that leg action is really important for this shift. And then, so you don't have to intentionally try to shift it this way when you have good push. This good push will automatically be reasonable, recentering here. Push and then going this way instead of sending back
right,
here.
yes, that's what I
With
was
this,
doing
you will
before,
have to
yes,
lean
yeah.
this way.
Instead
Yeah. Now that reverse pivot posture is more natural. Yeah, yeah. So again,
Okay.
try to bring the backswing really fast using the trigger.
Can I ask another question for just clarification? You know, I know may not be doing this exactly as flat as you want it, but if I was starting from more of a static position,
We'll worry about it later.
or about it, okay. That's
So-
my brain getting too
So
far.
the for the moment,
Okay.
try to keep the trigger a bit flatter.
Okay.
Using that, you have a flatter angle here,
Mm-hmm.
and then with that, you will be able to go a bit higher instead of going flatter.
Right.
And in doing that, what you have to feel is the motion of the club. So instead of using your body and then try to dictate the club motion, let the club go, and then let the club keep moving to this position. So go here, and if you have a fast motion, let the club go, and then club will go here, instead of moving your body and then try to dictate or dominate it, okay?
So does the body follow the club?
Because your body is actually initiating the motion, and once the club has enough speed, using the inertia, let it go, instead of try to alter it. What happens if your body continuously affects the club motion, then it changes. Yes. So feel the motion of the club. Start the backswing with the, again, flatter plane. So what happens is currently the trigger motion is good. However, when you start the backswing, so from this trigger, if your body turns too early, then the club will go away from the plane.
Right.
So go here and then bring it this way.
Okay.
Naturally, you have this shift motion. Initial shift will bring the club this way. With that turn here,
Okay.
instead of you start turning early.
Right.
Then when you turn early, then you will go.
And that's different from what I was doing earlier.
So this is not good. If you have too much going there, this is not good.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And also here, if you turn your body too early, this is not good. Go here and then bring this along the swing plane by shifting the body here, and then turn and then bring it up here. So
Yeah.
when you adjust the club motion here, that means you're adjusting your body motion.
Okay.
So you'll have better sequence there. So particularly pay attention to the beginning of the backswing. Yeah. Yeah. So when you have a right intention, then you'll always be able to adjust to your body motion. Oh, yeah. So your motion is getting simpler and more active. And then now,
Now this club doesn't feel like it's, moving and.
let me record this and then I will add another aspect. Okay, so just a second. Okay, ready, go. Ready, go. All right. So this time I think you move the body.
Mm-hmm.
Now at the top, keep more time.
Mm-hmm.
At the top of action, have more time. Okay.
I'm trying to think about so many different things. All right.
Yeah. So make just the motion fast.
Mm-hmm.
That's all you need to pay attention to.
Okay.
Then your body will automatically respond to that. Okay. So fast motion, and if you let the club go, then club will go here, right?
Mm-hmm.
So currently the end position in the backswing is good. So this is good. However, give it more time here.
Okay.
So let it mature. Okay. So you need to enjoy this good posture here, and then let it go.
Okay.
Instead of rushing down.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, that's a lot better. So when you have enough time, then you don't rush down. Mm-hmm. Now, on the way down, try to use your arms a bit more, and then try to throw the hands and the club this way.
Okay.
Okay. Your goal is throw the hands and club fast this way.
After the slowdown.
Then the hand motion, the arm motion, and the club motion, the wrist motion should be a bit later, right? Not at the beginning of the downswing, but try to throw your hands and the club this way intentionally. So throw the arms actively toward the target. Okay. Yes. See the speed here. So you tend to turn the body here.
Yeah, I try to do everything with my body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you tend to kind of slow down here.
Mm-hmm.
But if you really try to throw the arms forward, your body will slow down, and then you have.
It's like I'm throwing this club.
Yeah.
That way.
Yeah. So with the faster backswing and then good time up there, now try to throw the yes. Your goal is to throw the arms toward the target. Yeah. So particularly in order to do that, you have to have more time up there. So when you have good tension built up, and then let it go. Yeah. So then your goal is to let it go instead of turning your body, right?
Yeah, instead of me doing this, it's like what I always try to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Then your body has to
Here
turn
and
quite a bit. So yeah. So good wind up from here. All you want to do is just to throw the arms toward the target. And have more time up there. Good wind up, and then tension. Yeah. So have more time up there, and then at the same time on the way down, try to throw the arms as much as possible so that reduce the body motion. That's good.
That
That's,
wasn't enough time, right?
I think it was a bit better. It was a bit better. So just to have a bit more time, no need to rush down.
Right.
So it's like, again, when you shoot an arrow, you have enough time, then pull, build the tension, and then have good aim, and then let it go. Instead of,
Right. So I should give it time that I can feel it load.
so when you have more time, your body will be prepared, and then you are aiming the ball, and then let it go. So actually, in order to have a good time, instead of just standing there, let it go, and if your body shifts it this way, that's perfect. So you will have more time, and you will have a good shift this way, and then let it go. So let's go, and then do good wind up, boom, kicking the left leg. Yeah. And then, since this is kind of it's a new pattern, right? So you need more practice to get used to it. So don't worry if you don't get it perfectly today. And then hold the club over your shoulder, so you don't have to hold it at the end. Yeah, perfect. That'll be more manageable.
Should I just get a shorter club?
No. Then the inertial property of the club changes. So. Oh, your swing is a lot more active now. And I don't see you lowering much. Yeah. So all you need to do is just good momentum during the backswing. Then your body will do best to slow it down and then change the direction. And then with that, throw the arms toward the target. So let me record this. Okay, ready, go. Yeah, still you need to have a bit more time.
Yes.
So keep the shoulders more closed, and they have a bit more time. Okay, ready, go. So when you repeat this motion again and again, then you'll be able to swing like this without even thinking. Still, on the way down, you tend to use your arms a little bit here. Okay, and then try to do this, but
That's because I'm not focusing like I was just 10 minutes ago on really standing.
yeah, just that it's important to stand tall
right.
on your right side here. So the trigger motion should be actually more active. It's not just a matter of magnitude, but boom, and then bring it back. So even in the trigger motion, you have to use the body.
Right. Yeah.
It's not just the arm motion here, but because this will prep your body for the backswing, right? So, yeah, that's a rhythmic motion. So you have to develop the rhythm using the trigger motion. So let's have a rhythmic trigger and then active backswing. Yes. Yeah. So when you have from the trigger motion, you have that rhythm. Everything becomes rhythmic here.
So,
So
you know,
let it go, and then bring it back, and then let it go. Yes. The trigger again is a low body driven trigger. Kick the left leg, and then so left leg push, right leg push, and the left leg push. Okay, it's all about leg push. Yep.
yes, I'm not engaging.
And here, it doesn't have to be, and bring it back. Again, throw and then have a bit more time here. Mm-hmm. Wait until this matures. Give enough time, and then riding the rhythm, and then try to bring it back.
When you're swinging the orange whip, you wait until it starts to rebound a little bit.
So you have to give enough time here and also there. Like that, yeah. And then make it more continuous. Yeah. That was better. And then on the way down, throw the arms, okay? Throw the arms, and then keep the hands a bit closer to your body. Instead of letting it go out, from here, try to bring the hands a bit close to your body. Then you'll be able to adjust the swing plane. And also, when you keep it closer to your body, you more use these muscles.
Right. So I'm going out here.
When that happens, it's just the arms, but bring it a bit close to your body and then let it go. Yes. Now the swing plane is this way here. Good. Again. Now you're using your body a lot better now. Yes. I like it. Yeah, that one's really good. Yeah, keeping the hands a bit closer to your body, that gives good swing plane.
I've got a lot to work on and a lot to remember.
No, just try to make it fast enough. Mm-hmm. And then already you eliminate the lowering of the body and sliding quite a bit. Right. Yeah, your swing pattern is now a lot simpler. So all you need to do is, on the way down, throw the arms, but instead of letting it go this way, bring a bit closer to your body and then throw more leftward, upward, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, that was good. Yeah. So what happens is, now the hand path is really good. What happens is, when you know that your hands are going more away from your body here, then you start down here, and then try to do this. But if your intention is to bring the hands more this way, then automatically your body adjusts the path. If you come down this way, and then it's hard. So your body will let you move the hands this way. So sometimes a simple intention changes how the body motion is organized. The human body is really amazing. Yeah.
What's coming?
Yeah. Now, that swing plane is really good here. Yes. Ooh. Yeah. So let me record this, and then we'll.
Kind of like the ice skater. you know, when they're doing their pirouettes or whatever it is, when they bring their arms closer, spinning
Faster.
faster.
Yeah.
And
So it's easier to
rotate.
accelerate the
Yeah.
body. When you let your hands go out and then the arms and the club are moving away, then the moment of inertia increases. So it's harder to generate the speed. But more importantly, anatomically, when your hands are reasonably close to your body, this gives you a lot comfortable body posture here. But if this goes out here, you have to have more, this is called the deviation. It's an ulnar deviation, but you have to have more ulnar deviation. And then suddenly, this whole complex posture becomes unnatural here. But when you go down here, comfortable shoulder position here, you simply let it go. So just to bring it down.
It's a lot less strain on your body too. You know?
And also it's easier to use the wrist here because when you go out and try to flip here, there's a lot of intentional flipping. But when your hands come a bit closer to your body, naturally you will have this wrist motion here. So that's why when you bring the hands a bit closer to the body, everything becomes comfortable and natural. Yeah. All right, so let's record. Ready, go. Ready, go. Yeah, now the body is shifting reasonably. You don't even need to think about it. Okay?
Man, it feels like I'm just swinging way more faster than my peers.
Now, if you compare this with
Right.
you have lowering in the hands. There you go. Yeah, so it's a fairly
It's up and it's down.
arm motion here, but now it's all gone. As we repeat these stages here, look at this. So you eliminate a lot of unnecessary movement.
So when I get back home, how do I continue this progress?
Make sure you have a fast motion, and then rhythmic motion. So this whole has to come from the lower body, and then your body has to work. So go and then give enough time at the end, and then when you maintain this motion, actually, because you're already into this rhythm, I don't think you will need to change anything. Just when you go home and then do a stage 3 on your own, automatically you will do this. But just to make it fast enough, and then as you do this stage X, try to use the lower body more actively, and then feel the rhythm. Okay? So it's not lowering on the way down, but rather between the pushes you have lowering and then push and push and push.
On your YouTube channel, do you have a Stage X demonstration?
No, not the demonstration. I think I use it.
First time I heard about Stage
I use it here and there, and then before I started YouTube, I always use Stage X here and there. So if you look at the Instagram post, then it has a Stage X here and there. But yeah, so again, what matters is feeling the rhythm here. Everything is driven by the rhythm, and then it's a body-driven trigger. Bring it back fast, and then have enough time here. Let it go, and then here keep the hands reasonably close to your body, so that we can throw the club. Yeah, so everything is good flow here. Yeah. So now you have this here, and then let it go. Yeah.
And I could improve on
Yeah.
this.
So it's focus on good shoulder turn here.
I can improve on
So whenever you have this pelvis slide, that means your body is not ready. That means you have not enough shoulder turn. When you have enough shoulder turn, actually this is not necessary.
So I want to make sure that I understand pelvis slide because, so it's here, and it's stand. And then as this is going back, this is already here, right? So,
Yeah.
and then it's here.
Yeah. So now,
And that's not a slide.
not a slide.
Okay.
Now
Well,
this motion is helping your body turn.
And so,
But
yeah.
when you have an early slide here, this is not really helping this motion.
So when I get off, I do that.
But still,
Everything goes
instead,
together.
no need to even worry about this.
Okay.
All you need to worry about is a good shoulder turn with the standing tall on the right side. Then automatically you will have a good recentering motion reasonably here.
Okay.
So you don't have to exaggerate this motion. Okay.
All right.
So the key is right leg push and then good shoulder turn here.
That's I've never done that on that leg.
Yeah, golfers.
Exactly like that.
Golfers tend to focus too much on the downswing side here. So you just go here, try to hit hard in the downswing, slide your pelvis, and then try to use the arms. But when you activate the right leg early during the backswing, this can give you a good start here.
So what kind of drills can I do? What's the best ones? Is it
When you wanna,
the dumbbell drills? Or?
no, when you wanna feel the stand tall posture here,
Okay.
so put this underneath your left foot, under the ball here,
Okay.
and then hold. It's too short.
Okay.
And you can find a different type of elastic band. So holding, put it here, holding tight, and then in order to pull this hand up, yeah. So instead of using the arms, you will have to shift and turn. So shift first, and then try to turn your body and go to reverse pure posture. Yeah, like that.
Shift and stand up.
Yeah. So instead of leaning this way, try to just have more turn, more shoulder turn here. Yeah. Then you will feel a lot of tension, the hip joint.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good way.
And can I do the rope swing with you watching me just
Sure,
to make sure that
sure,
I'm doing
sure,
it correctly?
Yeah. So let's do the. Now your rope swing will be a bit different because you are moving your body differently. Yeah. So swing left to right continuously. Try to again use the shoulder turn more. Shoulder turn. That's more arm driven. Use a shoulder turn. Give more shoulder turn. Particularly
Yeah, I didn't think I was doing this.
at the end of this backswing, give additional shoulder girdle motion here.
Okay.
It is really important.
Okay.
Okay? Otherwise, if you just stop and then let it go,
Right.
the
I'm
rope
just kind of just flinging it around.
the rope
yeah.
will hit your body hard. But when you add that additional shoulder turn, shoulder girdle motion at the end, yes. Now both ways. Even at the end of the downswing, add more shoulder motion there. Yep. The easiest way is just to have a good
Good start.
swing. Yeah. Yep. Add additional shoulder turn at the end, even at the end of the downswing. Yes.
Oh, solid. Going.
Yes. And then let the rope go. So try to give more speed to the rope. Even in the backswing, give more speed. No need to snap it.
Right.
So still the motion should be continuous, right?
Yeah, I didn't.
But-
I knew I wasn't doing.
But
this
your
correctly.
goal is let the rope go.
So stand, and get in that position, and
And then
then
so
same thing over
Yeah,
here,
yeah,
really
yeah.
with extension.
yeah,
right?
yeah. Give a more shoulder turn at the end. That will give you the rope going around your body, and then here, and then the same thing. And then the shoulder turn should be continuous instead of just stopping at the end. Here.
Okay.
Instead of go here, then even if you have enough turn, but instead of just stopping here,
Okay.
so motion using the legs and then make it continuous.
So, you know, doing the full motion, it doesn't have to be hard, right? I mean, it's just,
Yeah.
just
So give enough shoulder motion and then make it continuous. Yes. Give a bit more time at the end of the backswing. Give more time. Give more time. So think this way. Until the rope goes around your body, you keep turning.
Okay.
So all the way. Okay. So instead of stopping and then waiting for the rope, yes, that's better motion.
So, what if I did my arms?
That's also good. That's also good. When you add the arm motion later, that's good. Yeah, that actually gives you better swing plane.
Yeah, because I'm
Yeah,
kind of doing this.
Yeah, that one is a bit flat. Yeah, let it go. Good shoulder turn. Let it go. Good shoulder turn. Let it go. Shoulder turn. Wait and let it go. Wait and let it go. Yeah. Now your rope swing is a lot better.
Thank you so much, Dr. Kwon. I appreciate you seeing me.
So this is the whole idea. And then you don't stop anywhere. The whole thing is one continuous motion. Only when you have a continuous motion, then you can really take advantage of the previous motion. So this is the trigger, but it is actually called the counter movement.
Right.
This is the counter movement of the backswing. Backswing is the counter movement of the downswing. And then when you connect all these motions, then we can really use these as a counter movement.
Okay.
So when you have to hit something really hard, you don't go like this. Rather, it's a continuous, right? The same thing. If you really want to swing hard in the downswing, this is the motion instead of or right? So
Exactly.
sometimes it's just making the sound will give you good feel of what it is.
I've tried that, yeah.
Boom, instead of or
Yeah. Yeah, that's my sound, yeah.
so use anything you can use. Try to build good rhythm.
Okay.
When the rhythm is in place, it's hard to beat.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
thank you so much. I appreciate you seeing me on a Sunday and on a holiday weekend.